Thank you for being with us for the past 5 days on this program, orientation program for senators and members elect of the Ninth National Assembly. I have here with me an honorable member of the House of Representatives. Honorable, can we please meet you? Your name?
My name is Honorable Benjamin Kalu, a member-elect representing Bende Federal Constituency.
I'm talking with Honorable Benjamin. Honorable, having listened to the topic intergovernmental relations in Nigeria, in what way do you think the relationship between the legislature, executive, and judiciary can be strengthened?
First, when you talk about intergovernmental relationship, which so many people have described as IGR, it has two arms to it. One is the vertical relationship, the other one is the horizontal relationship. The vertical has to do with how the federal government relates with the state, how the state relates with the local government, and how the federal government relates with the state and the local government, and how the state relates with the local government, and how the states relate with one another. And then if you come to the horizontal aspect, you talk about the arms of the government. You talk about the principles of separation of power, how the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary relate with one another. You know, what we run in Nigeria is not a unitary government. Neither is it a parliamentary government. What we run is a presidential system of government. And also, in addition to that, we have a multi-party system. These are some of the elements that make it very difficult for this interrelationship to take place. But suffice that to say that the need for this interdependence is there, and it's very important, because none of the arms can exercise their function fully in isolation of the other. No government is complete without the whole team working together. There is a bit of the judiciary in the legislature, and there is a bit of the legislature in the judiciary when they use the rule of stare decisis, judicial precedent to make laws. Also, there's a bit of the legislature in the executive when the executive present appropriation bills. So you find out that, they play the roles of each other once in a while. And in the last assembly, there was an obvious demarcation of we are the legislature, we remain the legislature, you are the executive, you remain the executive, you don't call the shot for us, we call the shot for you, you don't call the... That is what this Ninth Assembly wants to eliminate. And that is the reason for this kind of lecture. And I truly commend the management of the National Assembly for thinking it wise to bring up a topic like this. And the facilitators, as well as the resource persons, did a wonderful job when they did the analysis. We have seen the need for all the arms to work together. We have seen the need to collapse our political differences when we arrive when we arrive the National Assembly. Here, the face of the National Assembly should not be painted with the colors of the parties. It should be painted with the good laws that we want to make for the development of our nation. So we should not be holding there the philosophies of our party as against, our self-interest as against the interests of the nation. So through interrelation, you will see people collapsing their interests and understanding why the executive have this particular policy, why they have this particular objective, and the legislature will support the executive to achieve that. But that does not mean that the checks and balances role of the legislature will be thrown into the trash can. It doesn't mean that. It means we will do our job. We will do our job of dog watching each of them, just like they are watching us, but doing that harmoniously. There will be rancor once in a while. There will be areas of conflict, there will be overstepping of bounds, but let us reconcile such differences when the need arises without stopping the movement of the nation to the growth that we're supposed to achieve. That is what we have learned today. And that is one thing we have also agreed, that there should be an advocacy group that would champion this message to especially those who work with the executives, so that they don't talk in a way that will infuriate the other arms of government and cause a fight where there is none. So we believe in the interrelationship of the various arms of government. We believe it will help our country to move while we preach independence of the arms of government. Interdependence is very key if we want to grow our nation.
Honorable Ben, thank you for your vast knowledge. You just answered most of the questions I intended to ask you. Thank you. It's on this note we want to specially thank you for being with us.